Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is Friday, the 8th of January. This is Flosstube 54. What a week. What a week. Just when we think we're shed of 2021 rolls up in here and says, hey, hold my beer. Dude, y'all, I'm done. Good gravy. But I do have this fabulous new necklace and earrings. They were a gift from CJ and Juanie for Christmas. It says Gypsy Moon Designs on the tag. I'm not sure where, I'm sure Juanie found them, but I love them. And I didn't remember what I had on last week, but I didn't think it matched, so I didn't wear them. So this was another one of my favorite presents from Christmas. So y'all know I leave my Christmas up till Epiphany, January 6th. And you can see over there, the girls have definitely put the wise men where they found baby Jesus. They're all tied together, having a big discussion evidently. So I've got some of the other rooms down and some of it down in the kitchen. And then this weekend, I will knock out the rest of my Christmas decorating, which is kind of sad, but I do like my Valentine's decorations. I'm a Valentine fan. I'm not a Valentine hater. I get it if you, I know people who think it's a horrible holiday. I love Valentine's. I don't know why you can't love Valentine's even if you're by yourself. I mean, Valentine's is all about love. Love you. Love your cats and dogs, your fur babies, and your neighbors and your friends and your kids. My daddy still gets me a Valentine. Has my entire life. So I love Valentine's, and I say embrace it. So if you don't love Valentine's because you don't have a significant other, all I know to say to that is, well, you can get yourself whatever you want. So embrace it, enjoy it, love it, because that's about all we can do right now. Just find something to enjoy and roll with it. I am thinking I might grow the hair out a little bit, but I don't know. So I just dried it upside down, and this is some crazy hair today. So like I said, I like the color of my hair. The texture of my hair is what is kind of wonky because some of it's real smooth and some of it's real kinky. So it's like all mixed up, like mixed up hair. That's what I have because it is kooky. But I do like the color. Like I said, I gave up on coloring it years ago because, well, I can't. I have to sit there for hours and then it does not want to stay on there. My hair does not want to be colored, and I'm tired of finding that fight. Those are hours I could be stitching or visiting or doing other things. So we're just gonna not. Oh, and this necklace was a gift from Jana years ago for Christmas. I think it was a fundraiser after Katrina. It's got the cathedral there in it, and I love it. And so I put them on together. This one is a long one, but I've got it pulled up so y'all can see it in here. But I love the turquoise color of it and the earrings that go matchy-matchy. So super fun. I hope y'all had as good a week as you can. Turn off the news if you need to. Remember, it's okay to say I'm not okay. I'm kind of freaked out right now. I just need some space, some time, whatever it is, that's fine. But you just got to know you got to say it, and you got to tell people, and you got to hold the line. If you got to have some space, say, I just need some, oh my gosh, I was going to bring my quote in here for today. It's by, I think it's Marcus Aurelius. And it says basically, the only place you can find peace is within you. So sometimes you got to turn everything else off and just get in your head and in your heart and just stay there a little bit, because there's some kookiness this week. Nope. So if that's what you need, you do that. You tell people you need that. And if they don't get it, you may just have to put them on the shut up for a while. You know, like you do your phone when you put it on shut up, because I did remember to put mine on shut up before I started filming this morning. Sometimes you just got to put people on shut up. For a little bit, for a long bit, whatever. But sometimes you just can't hear it. And that's not anything wrong with that. I gotta have some quiet time. So if you gotta have some quiet time, give yourself some quiet time. Turn everything else off, turn on your favorite movie, turn on your favorite music, and stitch, or just sit there and stare, because I've had problems sleeping this week and I've had problems stitching this week. because I can't get my brain to stop. And usually my brain will mind me. But this week I start and then it starts back up again. Back up. It's like kookiness. Oh, and this will make you happy. This was stuck on the back of my bedroom door. So that should make you happy right there. All the little happy, they had a nursery for their babies, and one of them, the nurseries was in my bedroom. So I think this was to mark the happy nursery place. It was like a map. She said it's a map, Shug. And I didn't know that that's where, I saw her drawing it, but I did not know where she put it. And so when I was vacuuming, and I pushed the door too, there it was stuck on the back of the door. We use more Scotch tape around here. I should have bought stock and Scotch tape because the girls love to stick some stuff up. And I love to find it later. So that was a very nice surprise and did brighten my week up. So I hope it does yours too. I think I kind of tried to answer comments as I went. I also forgot to do the giveaway last week. So I hope I won't forget again this week. Holy moly. I get to blabbing, and I think James Williams was here last week, and that kind of messed me up. This morning I'm here all by myself. I don't know if Michael will come with Aria in a while or not. If not, I'll probably go over there. Like I said, they moved this week into their new house. It's beautiful. I'm so happy for them. You know, you always want your kids to do better and more and faster than you did. And it's a beautiful home, but I want to tell y'all, I'm too old for a two-story house. They moved into a two-story and all the bedrooms are upstairs. And so I tried to, trying to help carry some boxes up and things and just put them in the rooms they went in. And, Annie came and we unpacked the kitchen so they could at least, eat. And if they need to move everything around, they can. But everything's out of the box. You can at least open up every drawer and cabinet to find it, and then move it around it, set it all out of the cabinet, move around if you need to. After I got back, I rearranged my kitchen because the layout of this kitchen is really weird to me because the way I like to do things, and boy, I am off on some rabbit holes today, y'all. Good luck with that. I like my cups and things to make coffee near the coffee maker. I like my plates and silverware and cooking utensils and things by the cooktop. I like things where I use them. I like my dish rags by the sink. Things like this. And the drawers in this kitchen, even though there is a lot of cabinets, they're away from, the bulk of the cabinets are away from where I need them because it's at this island in the center. Island is very cool and I love the island and we love to sit here, and that's where I'm sitting right now. And the kids will come in, I'll put I had the charcuterie board down here, and they'll grab a stool and then we'll go to the table and eat and play dominoes and things. So there are things I love about this, but there are things that are just not, the drawers over there are small, but I couldn't take it anymore. I finally just changed things up, got rid of some things, to try to get it where I want it. And we'll see if I can stand them being like tight in those spaces. But at least they're in more convenient spaces, because in my brain, that's how you need things. My dishwasher tablets need to be by the dishwasher. My dish rags need to be by the sink. The silverware and the plates and my pans all need to be near the cooktop. The coffee mugs and coffee filters, all that needs to be by the coffee maker. But there's also, because this has upper cabinets all the way around, there is only, unless you leave it hanging out here on the middle of this bar, which I'm not willing to do, you have to have the coffee maker out to the edge of one of the cabinets to put water in it, So, I don't know. The whole thing is just, it looks beautiful. It's one of those things that, some engineer got a hold of this. Engineers are genius in theory. They don't always work in reality. That's not how their brain works. That's not how they're paid to work. It's not that all do. Some actually do work that way, but their brain works in theory, not in the reality of it. And so some kitchen design engineer looked at this and it looks fabulous. I love the way it looks, but it is not a very practical design for the way things really work in real life. So that's what I've been at this week. We've been moving the kids, and I rearranged the kitchen, and I started de-Christmasing, and James Williams went to work, so I could have like some real normalcy going on around here, and that has been great. That has been great. The girls were off on Mondays, so we got to spend all Monday together doing fun things and making mosaics and little window art, those little window sun catchers. I got them those little kits that have a lot of those, and they squirt a little paint in there. And so we had fun with those. So it has been inside my house a nice week, and that is where I like to be anyway. And if you don't like to be inside your house, I'm gonna encourage you to try to make it where you do, because this ain't over yet. All this, we ain't got vaccines or anything yet. So if you need to declutter, if you need to clear out, even if you can only do one room or one space, make it where you're happy in there, because we're gonna be sitting here a little bit longer. So with that being said, before I forget, I want to tell you, I went, Frankie was kind enough to let me know that she was having a sale. And Frankie, and I'm gonna hold this up again like this so y'all can, I think, see through. She sent me the little Mary Gnome, this little gnome, and it says Mary Noel. She is, and I thought I had her card right here, a wicked stepmother on Etsy. I thought I printed her card off, but obviously I did not. But she is having a sale. If you spend over $21, you get 21% off. So that's great. And then, I don't remember what the cutoff is, but she offers free shipping too, and it's not like a giant amount. So go to her, A Wicked Stepmother on Etsy. She's Frankie, owns the shop, A Wicked Stepmother on Etsy. And if you use in the checkout, you know, for the code, for like a coupon code 2021, CODE 2021. And I ordered, she's the one that has some of the hand-dyed threads that are so pretty. And so I did get some of those ordered. She also has a new pattern, which I thought I had here too, that is a Valentine pattern. And so go check those out, look around her site, and see, because she's got threads and patterns and all kind of cute things. So it's a Wicked Stepmother on Etsy. Before I forget to say that, because we all know how my brain works. I got some fabulous Happy Meal this week. Sharon is Nana McStuffin on Instagram. Sharon lives in Scotland, and she's always posting beautiful pictures of her outside her house and her yard, and they go on walks and things. It's beautiful. And she sent me this beautiful card with these fabulous little deer on here. And it's funny to me, look how different their deer's horns are than ours. It looks nearly more like an elk kind of, but, and then she sent the girls some little goodies, a little book and some fun things that they have enjoyed on Monday. And then she sent me the Cross Stitcher magazine. I don't get this magazine. It's a UK magazine, and I see it sometimes, and I've grabbed it over the years and done the little witches that are on my Halloween tree, I think are by Lucy Heaton. And they're like about this size. They have a bunch of real cute little things in here always. I don't know why I don't get a subscription to this. Well, because, you know, dumb, I guess. Because I never think to take care of anything. But I wanted to show you this little winter sampler. So cute. That's the pattern. I can't show that page. Here it is. And it says it's by, it says it's by somebody on here. Cheryl McKinnon. And my brain always thinks that Cheryl. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, y'all, but look at that. So even if you didn't have time to stitch the whole thing, you could stitch a piece, you could stitch a band. Look at that drum. If you did Winter Brings the Snow, just this band right here, and did a drum, you could do a different drum. I mean, you could divide this band sampler, of course, up into drums, and they would be tall and skinny, Or if you wanted to make some little fat drums, you could do them end to end. Do some of them end to end, like especially this seam, these two bottom seams. If you didn't want a tall, skinny drum, if you wanted a short, fat drum, you could attach this to that end here or vice versa and make a little short, fat drum and with a little, like a snowman, the little snowman. You know how they put the little tomatoes on top of the drums, little strawberries on top of the drums? You could do a little snowman on there. It would be so dang cute. So dang cute. So this says it's by Cheryl McKinnon, and it is adorable. But you could even take it out piecemeal and do some small, just winter ornaments. If you just did that right there. If you did, I'm trying to get my hands raising, the little center section with just the little house. You could do the sleigh and the horse. I mean, you could just piecemeal this out even if you didn't want to commit to the whole sampler and make little winter ornaments for your little winter tree or little pin keeps for your little dough bowls and things. So thank you, Sharon, Nana McStuffin, for thinking of us. She sent me this, and this is so cute. It was the gift tag, but I kept it because it's so cute. And she sent me a mirror with a thistle on the back. And no, that's not. It's a dandelion. Nothing wrong with me. I've only looked at that 8,000 times. And this beautiful ornament. So I have not hung it up on the tree yet, but I will write right in here who it's from. So I always have this. When y'all send me something, I always try to mark on there. And then it has a little tiny calendar in here. So you could do a year. It has a little, and you can switch them all out. But it looks like it has a little stand and everything. I was afraid to take it apart because I was afraid the girls would get it. Oh, it does. So each little, you could do each little month here is on here. Dang, these are adorable. And they're, what do we got? 10, 20. They're about 25 by 35. They're so tiny. So tiny. How cute is that? And then it has a little stand in here. Also, that's part of it. A little, so you can make a little stand and put it on there. But I'm going to push this up close so you can see. I think the 2 will show them all. Or maybe it doesn't. Well, this only shows 6, but. So for the price of this magazine, there's a lot of stuff in here. They also sell little project packs. I noticed when I was flipping through here, nearly all their patterns you can order. Now, of course, I'm sure we would have, you know, shipping and customs over here would be something. But I do think that that is, especially if you're just starting out, or if you're, I know there are people who like kits because they don't want to, they want to just stitch. They want to get a kit and stitch. They don't want to have to go look and see, do I have, you know, all the materials I need or anything. They don't want to do that. So kits, if that's the way your brain works, that's great. I think stitching should be how you enjoy it. If you like working on kits and that makes it happier for you, get you some kits. I also will say that any shop will kit something up for you. If you call the shop and say, can you kit it up just like it's charted? Or can you kit it up but send me 14 count Aida? Or can you kit it up and send me 40 count linen? Or the shop will kit things up for you. I've never heard of one, I've never called one and never heard of one that wouldn't, because they want to help us. They're there because they love stitching and they love stitchers and they want to help us. So I also got this from Angela. Angela remembered that I am a Noah's Ark girl. She sent me this beautiful little card. And then she sent me, it is a Leisure Arts magazine. And look at the little Noah's Ark on there. It's so cute. And I think way back in the day at one point, I had this magazine. And I don't know where, of course, that would have been when it came out in 1989. So there's been a minute or two of sleep since then. Maybe not 10 minutes of sleep, but there's been a minute or two. I'm lying. I used to sleep great. Until I got the menopause, I slept great. I laid down, turned my brain off, and went to sleep. And slept all night and loved it. Hello, menopause. But thank you, Angela. It is so cute. And here again, you don't have to stitch the whole thing. if you want to just stitch the Noah's Ark without the words or the borders, it is adorable. It's so cute. So thank you so much, Angela. Y'all know I keep, when y'all send me things, I keep them in a little bin over here, and I don't let myself put them out or use them until I show them and write a thank you note. So here again, if you ever don't get a thank you note from me, something has gone awry, because I am so thankful and grateful for y'all hanging out with me and the beautiful things y'all send me, which are completely not necessary, but are so fun. The girls love when we get mail and they're here. And sometimes I'll even hold mail. If I get some mail and I know they're coming in a day or two, I'll hold it to open it, because they love it. So fun to open up mail, snail mail as they call it, because Hannah Coe sends them snail mail. So they'll say, Shug, did you get some snail mail? Did we get some snail mail? And I'll say, yes, we did get some snail mail. We sure did. The only haul I think that I got was, I saw these on Amazon. You know how you order something on Amazon, it'll pop up and say, hey, you might like. These are some sulkies by Amy Barrickman, and it says it's a spring collection. And I think it was like 10 bucks or something, 10 or 12 bucks or something. It was like a really good price. And I love these, and I'm about out of white. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, well, you know what? And I'm fixing to start my spring stockings for Blackbird Designs for my little spring tree. So that was, I think that's my only haul this week. So I did get some stitching in, not as much as I wanted, because we had the kids over this weekend and ate and visited, and we were gonna play dominoes, but we just talked and stuff and said they got the kids got James it's like a little boat, and it goes on the pool, but it like scoops up, so you like drive it with the remote and it scoops the leaves off the top. So they played with that, and we sat outside and visited and played outside, and the girls rode their little four-wheeling battery things, and we just had a big time. And then we were helped Micah move one whole day, and then the girls were with me on Monday, and I knew it was the last day of the holiday, so we just tried to play all day and not do anything else. So that was fabulous. So I have not got tons of stitching, but I did get some done, so I'm happy about that. Thankful for the time I do get to stitch. Okay, Winter ABCs by Little House. I did get a little bit of progress on it. I can't remember where I was last week, so I don't know how much of a little bit of progress, but I did enjoy stitching it so much. So, and this is on Coffee Club by Be Stitch Me. I think it's 28 count. And I am loving stitching this thing. I put a little bit of sparkle, and I don't know if it's gonna show up on the camera, but only on the bottom when the snow is like on the ground. There's a little bit of sparkle on there, and I don't know if I can get it. Oh, there's a little bit, you can see. And there's a little bit under the house, and then on the ground there under the redbird, under the cardinal. There's a little bit there. And so then I'll start on the snowman and this tree. The blue is beautiful. It has a lot of white for me. Y'all know I'm not a fan of white, and I struggle with this white kitchen. I love color. So I changed to a darker fabric so it would show up, and then I have changed some of the things that were white to the colors. Like my, like here they had the little skates. They made them white. I made my skates red to add a little bit more color. And I also changed some of my colors up a little bit. I didn't have, what green didn't I have? Steamed broccoli. And you know, steamed broccoli, if you have steamed broccoli, you could probably sell steamed broccoli on eBay for a premium, which is horrible but true, because can't nobody get no steamed broccoli nowhere. It is like a leprechaun, unicorn. So I just switched some things up to do whatever. For my green, I have Foliage by Week Style Works. I love that it had a lot of variegation. Some of it is really brown, so I have a patch that's really brown. But around here, the cedars and things will look like that. They'll have a really dark patch and then lighter patches. So that was fine with me. I have a little bit of the bamboo left, But I just went ahead and chopped a skein of white. And so I'm using it on some of the places. The bamboo I'm using for the letters, but there's not a ton of difference. There is a difference. You can see variation in it if you hold them up against each other. I don't think it's going to show on the camera. So I'm saving it to be sure I have enough to finish my letters. And then my snowman and things I'm doing this white. My red is Licorice Red by Classic Colorworks. And then I've got Hickory Sticks, Roasted Chestnut. A 645 is what I'm using for my dark pieces, because on here it says Beaver Gray 645. It calls for that. The Beaver Gray 645, the 721 for the snowman's nose. I couldn't find my 721, so I just used 3853. And then in place of 729, I had 680 laying around. And then this is the Whisper thread. If I can get it cut. It's Treasure Braid by Rainbow Gallery. I don't know why I called it Whisper. I thought it said Whisper on here somewhere. But it says it is TR40. But it's real cute and sparkly. It's pain in the butt. Make sure you use you a little short thread because it wants to tangle up, because it has to be to make that little, what it's made out of. So just cut you a little short piece. And I did what some of y'all said on this one here, and I can't really tell the difference, okay? This one, I did my bottom cross, and then I came back in with just my DMC. Then the top leg of my cross, I came back and used the sparkly. And it looks the same sparkly, and maybe even a little more sparkly, and I don't think it looks less white at all. So I think, and that did make it easier, because then I only had to do it one time as opposed to two. So thank you for that suggestion. That helped immensely, because it wants a tangle. It's because it's what it made out of to make it sparkle. I mean, if you want sparkle, you just gotta live with it. So that is not too far from being done. Here I am on cue right here. So I've started on that snowman's head. And so I'm rocking right along on this guy. So I'm hoping I might get him a finish this week if I can focus. If I can focus, I might have a finish on him this week, because I'll leave him up, you know, on till March, at least till sometime in March. He'll stay up. So I worked on Little House Needleworks Cardinal Winter. This was a gift and I loved it. The cardinals are so pretty on there. So I watched it while James and I watched the morning show. Holy moly. Boy, if you think you ain't turned up already, go on, get you some morning show. You'll be all upset. I thought I had this on a little board, but I guess I didn't. I changed the word tweet to winter because I just wanted to leave. I'm not sure if I'm making a little pin keep or what, but I wanted it just out for the winter time. So I just changed the lettering up to say winter. I just have this other tree, and it has a cardinal here and a cardinal here, and this tree a little bit more. I got to do this one, and then just the border. So I should probably definitely have a finish on this one this week. And I love it. It is so cute. It's just on some tea-dyed Monaco. I got it from Down Sunshine Lane. I try to keep a piece of it here at all times because it's one of my favorite things to stitch on. I don't leave a big piece. I just cut off what I need. Oh, hang on, y'all. I want to sneeze. Yike. Cedar is in the air. Yike. And I usually just keep a piece here and just cut off what I need to stitch on. I don't like to stitch in a big piece. I know a lot of people leave it in a big piece and then just hold it all like that. I don't like to fool with it. To me, it's just, it boggles my brain. So I don't mess with mine like that. This one is, I've got the Cardinals, which I love this for the Cardinals, are chili pepper. Classic Colorworks chili pepper. It's not called for. I don't know if any of this is much called for. I've got Gast, apple cider, DMC 712, and then just DMC white, 640, I had the 3777 in case the Cardinals looked too orangey, but I thought they were fine. I loved them. 436 and then 3371. And the green I had was mistletoe, and I've got enough to finish this one tree, and then I'll have to switch to another green, which is fine because they're two different trees. But I knew I had enough that I thought I could just get this one tree finished, and I can. And so then that will finish off that skein of mistletoe. And then I'll just grab another green, another dark green, and stitch the tree here. They don't, to me, they're not mirror images. The trees aren't exactly the same colors. I know probably a lot of people went, I'm just not that person. I'm just not that person. It does not have to be that exact for me. It just doesn't. So I'll just grab another one and get on down the road with that one. So I might have 2 finishes this week, if I can keep my brain in check. The third thing I worked on is Nancy had sent me G Leger and was gonna start it for her birthday. And I said 2 last week, but I think I have 3 big samplers and then a fairly sized piece going right now. And that is a lot for me. I don't like to have a lot of things going, y'all know that. And so I want to stitch this desperately. And Jerry Lynn at Finish a Quilt, she has finished a quilt on Etsy. She said, when you start it, holler. And so Nancy, unless you're like, you may be super fast and finish it before I get back to it and get it like really started, but this is gorgeous. G Leger 1898. And it is, every part of it is beautiful. That house, look at that pear, the Eiffel Tower, the birds on here, but the alphabet is just, that cursive alphabet is gorgeous. So I wanted to start it because she was sweet enough to send it to me for her birthday. And so I wanted to start some piece of it on her birthday. And I did. I got it done. So I decided to use this, and it's a 32 count petit point red natural Belfast linen. And it is a sulky thread, but I don't know the number. If anybody knows the people at Sulky, I think maybe 4007. Yes, it is. Because when I punch through the center of it, it always nearly knocks the little thing off. So, but I think that is the number of it. 4007 is also here on the round and round. But if they would just move that 4007 up just a little bit, it wouldn't get knocked off there. But so I'm using that, and then I'm just trimming it in the sulky red. I backstitched it in the sulky red, which is 1147. And I'm doing it here on this petit point, and I will make a little pin pillow to go in a dough bowl for Valentine's. So I've started on my V. These 2 are stitched and backstitched. The floss looked a little more red when I started. So don't know that I would use this coloration again, just because I would wish it was a little bit more red, or the brown, the grayish part had a little more red in it. I do love it. I love the alphabet. It is beautiful. The fabric is stitching fine. I've heard people say they didn't like stitching on the little dots because they are paint and you had to push through. I didn't have any problems pushing them through, and I think this is a John James petite needle, and I'm not having any trouble pushing through with it. So it's probably just me, because I'm probably kind of aggressive stitcher, like I'm an aggressive everything else. So, but I am loving this. This is the most beautiful script I've ever seen. G Leger, you're sitting up there in heaven. I want you to know you got a beautiful alphabet going on there, because it is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I'm loving stitching on this. So I just kind of pushed it up in the corner so I'd have some left. But I'll just finish out my V and my E, and then be ready to rock and roll. So thank you, Nancy, for that chart, because I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I try to remember whether to say y'all's names or not, if y'all care or not, but it was for her birthday. So I think it was December 28th. So I hope you had a good birthday. And there's my threads for that. So, where are we at now? Okay. A couple y'all had asked to see, oh my gosh, y'all, my nose is itching. I don't want to start coughing and sneezing on y'all. The cedar is up. Yike. Had asked to see Find Joy again. I've got him here, and I'll find, like I said, I'm working on a way to get him out there, so. But I had a lot of fun with him. He is on, when y'all had asked that, he's on a 32 count, just a dirty linen, natural dirty linen that I had in my stash. And I think it came from Michael's. I'd had it in my stash a long time, but it's in one of those packets, and I think it came from Michael's. So he's stitched up super cute. I just used silky threads on him, like these here. I don't have a silky orange, so I had to use a DMC orange, but these were some of the colors I was thinking about and that I used on the little snowman faces that are on the blog from last week. So they're still on the blog, and the link is in last week. Oh my gosh, I'm trying not to sneeze. But I had a lot of fun with him. He's just skating and juggling some snowballs and having a big time. So he did bring me joy, and I had a big time with him. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is the times when you wish you edited, because then you could go sneeze and come back, y'all. But I don't edit, so here we go. We're just pushing on through. And while I could not focus, I'd have some things to finish and things, but my brain is just, so I do my life like I do my hair. I just kind of try to roll with it, okay? Whatever comes along, I try to roll with it. So if I can't stitch, then I was sketching. So I wanted to do some Valentine pieces for James and I. And so I kind of got this one roughed in. I'll hold it this way so you maybe can kind of see it. I'm gonna have to move some things around on it though. Will it show up? Possibly, maybe not. Maybe not. I thought that would show that way. Will it show this way? Maybe. Okay, it's just a little, I'm making us some Valentine stockings to go on the mantle for us to put some little Valentines in. So I am working on that. It's just gonna be a small little thing. And I'll make one for James Williams and one for me. And then hang them up there. And maybe we can just put little nice things, notes or whatever to each other in them. We do spend half our time trying to kill each other and the other half our time loving each other. So we're just those people. I have known great passion. That's what I try to say. I've known great passion. Because holy moly, we have both got the tempers on us. That is no joke. I try to bite my tongue and hold my tongue, but sometimes I don't make it. And I think I put the cleaning recipe last week for the countertop cleaner in the drop down. Y'all had asked for that. And I think I put that in there, but it is just, I'm gonna say again, because a lot of people ask for it. You get a big spray bottle. Well, hold please. I made some for Micah to take to her new house. You see like a big spray bottle like this. And I wrote the little recipe on here for her, but, and you gotta keep, I just made it, so you gotta shake it up before you use it. And it'll eventually all do its thing, but it is, you need this big bottle. You need to put 2 teaspoons of cornstarch in here, 2 ounces of rubbing alcohol, 24 ounces of water, and like 4 drops of Dawn dish soap. Something else might work. I don't know. I use Dawn. And I put some essential oil in here. I use the one that says cleanse just because it smells like really clean and like citrusy. It's like citrusy, spicy, so it smells clean. And just put it in there and shake it up and spray and wipe your counters, and it makes me so happy. Sometimes I just wipe the counters just because it's therapeutic. Just rub those counters, wipe them clean. It makes me very happy to have clean counters. So I love that, and I've made some for her new counters. So I don't know why I never made her any before. Never thought about it. Well, the other house doesn't have that much counters. She has a big island and a lot of counters in the new house. So she'll have a lot of counter cleaning to do. But they were moving in, they had the trailer loaded, and then they unloaded it and came with another trailer and unloaded it. And because Justin has a big box trailer, he, from time to time, well, sometimes still, I guess, he has a hot shot business sometimes. So he gets, just ain't no mold gonna grow on Justin, I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's always doing something. And so he has a big box trailer. So they just put everything in there and then brought it and put in, you know, like this. And so Annie and I tried to kind of unload or move things to the room it needed to be in, at least, and clean the bathrooms, because I don't care if you've had the house cleaned or not. I'm still gonna clean the bathroom again because I don't trust you, because I don't want my grandbaby's butt sitting where somebody else's butt's been. I'm just worried like that. So we cleaned the bathrooms. I cleaned the bathrooms up, and, you know, just put stuff in the rooms and tried to get everything ready so that, and sure enough, the girls took a big bubble bath and everything after they got in the house. Their beds were set up and they could go to bed a little bit. So, like Andy says, Mama Maureen always say, when you move, you need to get your bed set up, your bathroom with your toothpaste, toilet tissue, you know, soap in there, and your beds and your bath and your kitchen. Everything else, but you got to have a bed set up with some sheets on it to sleep. You got to have stuff, the essentials in the bathroom, and you got to get stuff in the kitchen because everybody got to eat and drink. Always. So we were trying to get those things kind of situated, you know, to help out a little bit, because what else are you going to do, you know? And he didn't want to hire movers. He's probably going to, if he finds out I said this on, he is, you know how when you got that, we all have our little quirks. And James Williams is just about as bad. I tell her all the time, you know, sometimes I think you married your daddy in some ways, because he don't want nobody in his business. So he didn't want to hire no movers because he didn't want nobody in his business. Now look, ain't nobody's stuff special. Your house got the same thing as the next door neighbor's house, got the same thing as next door neighbor's house, got the same thing as next door neighbor's house. 99.9% of the time, you ain't got nothing special. It's the way I feel about people being offended when they see somebody naked. Don't act like you ain't seen that before. When you walk, oh my gosh, I walked in and they were changing clothes. So what? I don't know. I don't know if it was too many years in dance, too many years in the drill team. I can't understand this, people. I will, if I have to change clothes right here, I'm going to change some clothes right here. If it hurts your feelings, you better turn around, because I don't think my body has anything special. I don't think my household has anything special. Your house has just about the same thing as your old neighbor's house has, because chances are y'all all in the same income bracket. So if you got a big TV, they 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 got a big TV. If you got a nice refrigerator, they got a nice refrigerator, they got a nice refrigerator, they got a nice refrigerator. So I don't understand. That's not how my brain works. I'm not saying my brain is right, because it ain't 99% of the time, but that's how my brain works. I don't understand that. Ain't nobody want to come in here and steal my stuff. I tell my kids when I die, I'm the only one who's attached to this junk, and I understand it. I love it. I love that little clock right there. I've been putting out for Christmas ever since the kids were little. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Ain't nobody else want that. Not bad enough to come here and steal it. Not bad enough for my husband to shoot your head off. Seriously? You think you can grab that TV and get out of here before you shoot your head off? I don't know. I'm saying no. I'm going to go with no on that. So, it is never worth it. Of course, stealing is never worth it in my mind. But for heaven's sake, ain't nobody want my junk. When I die, I tell the kids, put a big sign out in the yard. It says everything in here is a nickel. If it's the refrigerator, if it is a Goo-Gah box, if it is a knick-knack, if it is a whatnot, if it is a sofa, it's a nickel. If you'll carry it out of here. Because all we want to do is sell this house and get the money and get on with our lives. We don't want none of our parents' junk at all. It's a nickel. Get it out of here. So I don't have that, I don't want nobody seeing my stuff. That's not how my brain works. James' brains work that way. And people are just funny. We all have our things that we're funny and weird about. And here I am off on another rabbit hole, y'all. But we probably ain't all got nothing else to do, so just turn it off if you do. If you have something else to do, congratulations. Get on with it, because the rest of us ain't got nothing else to do. He's just weird about things. He don't want nobody sitting on our bed. Y'all, our bed is made up every day as soon as we get out of it. Always has been. Why'd you let them sit on our bed? Well, they were putting their shoe on. They felt bad. I don't know. They had a rock in their shoe. From time to time, people will be talking. You'll be walking around through your house and somebody will sit down on your bed. And James Williams is just like, evidently that is the sanctum sanctorum. You'd think I had to tie a rope and a bell on them and pull them back out. That ain't how that works. It's just a bed. One of our relatives was feeling bad one time and I said, well, go in there and lay down. After they left, he was like, you let them lay on our bed. Yeah, I did. I'll do it again. It's the same as the bed in that room or in that room. It's a bed. It's not like I let them get in the sheets. They laid down on the top. It has, the sheets are made up. It has a blanket. It has a comforter. Their cooties could not get through to your cooties if their life depended on it. And if they do got cooties that's that hardcore, them walking around and breathing in your house doesn't give it to them. And this was years before COVID, okay? This was 12 years ago. And I was like, dude, so we all have our little weirdnesses. I know I have a million, we all have them, but I don't have those same ones, and so I don't understand them. And I don't know if I care to understand them, but I just don't. I just don't. Oh, I know what else I was going to say. I counted up, and I had like 40 finishes in 2020. So, woohoo! Now, they weren't all giants, you know. I thought about getting them out and like doing a little finish parade, but I don't know if I got that in me. And then I had 34 FFOs. I've got like 6 pieces in there that are finished that I need to FFO. So because my Midnight Ride, my Autumn ABCs, and Midnight Ride had another little piece. There's a pin pillow in there, a little tiny one. I think an ornament, because I did finish another ornament. Because last week, I think I forgot to say that I finished Baba Black Sheep, My Little House. That happened during all the Christmas rigmarole. So I don't remember if I remember stat, but I got it finished but not FFO'd. So it's in there. So I did get some things accomplished in 2020. Not everything I wanted to get accomplished. I wanted to at least finish May Health and Peace by the end of December. And I didn't. So, wah wah. Oh well. I didn't. But hopefully soon. It's a beautiful piece and I've loved stitching on it and it's a lot of fun. So, but it's big and I want to get it finished. I've been working on it. Well, I think I started on it maybe in January. We can probably look at that since we have a book here. Holy mackerel. May Health and Peace. I was working on it in April. I was working on it in March. I worked on it in February. Let's see if we can tell when we got it. In January. Woohoo! So it looks like I got it in January, or right at the end of December. 2020 wrap up. Yep. So I must have got it either at the very end of December or at the 1st of January. Looks like January 2020. So I've been stitching on it this year. So I wanted to get it finished, but it didn't happen. Hopefully soon. hopefully soon, because it's beautiful and I love working on it. But then I want to work on my Heaven is Near piece, and my hedgerow sampler are in there, and Heaven is Near, my hedgerow sampler, my Health and Peace, and seems like there's one other one in there. What is it? One of y'all sitting out there trying to tell me, I just can't hear you. Holy mackerel. Well, y'all ain't talking loud enough because I can't hear you, so I don't know what one it is. I don't know what one it is. But other than that, we've just been hanging out. Like I said, we had New Year's. We went to Daddy's. We did the polar bear plunge. For anybody who was deeply hurt because my sister flipped off the camera, I'm sorry, and I hope that's the only offense you have all year. I don't know what else to say to that. She's a grown adult. I didn't catch it. Somebody said, how could you miss that? Well, I will tell you. We had, and you've seen me run up there and tilt up one of the cameras, and then the one that's filming didn't move. We had several cameras set up and going because things stop, things go off, the angle goes wrong, water splashes on one. We've done this numerous times. So we airdropped them all. I didn't, some were slow motion, some weren't. There were 2 slow motion ones. I thought I posted the slow motion, which I didn't even see because the slow-mo I watched did not have her flipping off the camera. And so when I posted it, it's bad on me, not on my sister, because I did not watch the video again. I assumed, which did make an ass of me, not you this time, just me, that it was the same one that I'd watched. But it wasn't. It was one of the others, and the one I watched, the slow-mo cut off sooner. So I posted the wrong one. So if it hurts your feelings, like I said, I hope that's the only offense you have all year, and you will be living a great life and having a great year. She did not have such a great year. She's a small business owner, and 2020 was rough on small businesses. So she was done for 2020 and flipping off 2020. And if you've never seen anybody flip anybody off before, lucky you that you've never seen anybody get that angry. I've seen it, I've done it. So I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't, like it is what it is. So I hope that's the biggest offense you have all year long. I try not to curse in public. I try not to do things like that. And so yes, it's normally not ever on any of my videos. Do I get mad and curse? Sure do. I can, if you make me mad enough, I can string them together like Ralphie's dad on the Christmas Story, and I can make him blush. I love words. Y'all know I love words. I tell y'all all the time, I'm a word whore. I love words. And all words, not just some words. All words. And so if you make me mad enough, yes, I curse. I do. I try never to curse in public. I don't know whose kids are walking through. I don't know, if I'm at a restaurant, I try not to get that mad anywhere in public. But it is what it is. So there's the explanation behind that. My bad, because I didn't check the one I posted. I assumed it was the one I'd watched, and it wasn't. We had airdropped like 5 at the same time because we had 5 cameras, I guess, going. And so they all dropped. I saw the the long one, because it was slow-mo, right? They're really like 1.5 minutes long. But the long one was the slow-mo one. And I grabbed that one, but the other slow-mo had not airdropped to my phone yet. So that's my bad on me. So if it hurts your feelings, I hope that's the only time your feelings get hurt all year, sincerely. And you will be having a great year. 100%. So that being said, I'm not planning on jumping in the pool this week because we are, can possibly get a little wintry mix snow Sunday. So there won't be no polar bear plunging around here because that water was cold enough. I think it was The wind chill, I think, was about 34-ish, 32, 34-ish degrees. And I think the water was 38 or 39 or something like that. It was brutal. It was brutal. But it's fun and it's funny. And we've been doing it ever since when Shatta got cured, when she had her stem cell. Sister and Shatta did it that first year. And I've done it a couple of times. I don't do it every year. She used to do it down at her house with just them. And then it's kind of grown and expanded. Trey didn't get to do it this year because they were his family, Shell's boyfriend. And Shell was the one over here with her dog. And you see who the smartest one everybody was. Dax, who didn't jump in, and Chief, the blue heeler. But he did not like his mama. Boy, when Shell jumped in that water, he's like, He wanted her to get out of that pool. And she was the one that froze this year. And year before last when I did it, I literally jumped in. I got so cold, I just kind of sink down to the bottom. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die because I can't move. And then Sister stole my towel that year because it was so cold. And I'm sitting down there floating on the bottom. And she runs by and just grabs my warm towel and goes on in the house. She thinks I'm gone. It's a good thing I wasn't dead down there. Well, Annie was still watching me, so I'd have been safe. But yeah. So Shell was the one that jumped in, and I mean, she just was like, I couldn't hardly move to get out. And you seen Chief was like, oh no, I need my mama to get out this swimming pool right now. But he was a smart one, and he didn't get in. And Dax kept telling us he was going to jump in, and then he didn't jump in either. So you see who the two smartest ones in the whole group is. One year, several years back, Sage said she wasn't going to jump in. She and Elliot both jumped in this year. And several years back, she said she wasn't going to jump in. And then she jumped in and at the very last and just jumped in front of everybody. And it was just hilarious because she jumped across and stole the camera view. So we have a lot of fun with it. We try to have a lot of fun as a family. I hope you're able to. We're lucky that we see each other regularly. Because of Mama and the kids. And so, we see each other regularly because everybody still goes to work. And so then, we pick up the kids, we do this, we do that. So for us, we've still always been able to see each other. And I want to acknowledge that is a huge blessing for 2020 that I know a lot of y'all did not get. You don't live near, you don't live close, or because of health reasons, you had to completely sequester. We did not have to do that. We can visit outside because of our climate here, usually at all times. We have a heater on the back porch, and we've gone outside several nights this week and last week and ate dinner outside with the heater going, just because we're, try to breathe outside air. And so that's a huge blessing. So hopefully in 2021, we can all get an injection, whatever it is, and get on down the road, get on with our lives. We're hoping to take Mama, oh y'all, I'm trying not to sneeze again. If I can make it a little bit longer with no sneeze. In July to New York City. She worked in New York City and in Erie, Pennsylvania for years. And loved it. She flew up there every week and then flew back on the weekend. And she worked for an insurance company, and that's what they did. And she's been wanting to go back. And so we're going to try to get her up there one more time. And we've got it scheduled for July. So she's real excited about that. She's doing great. Daddy got over it. The COVID, she has not had it. Papa, Raylan's daddy, now of course he has been minding his P's and Q's. He is staying in. He ain't going nowhere. Papa ain't going nowhere. So he said he ain't wanting that, and he ain't going out and getting it. So he's staying all shut in and put up and like that and doing his thing. So we were super blessed with that in 2020 that we didn't have to stay away from each other. We were not able to visit. We got to do that all along. So that's super nice. So I do want to accept that and acknowledge how grateful I am for living in a, somewhat temperate climate, so that we can nearly always get together and be outside and hang outside. And we have covered patios and porches and things like that and be together. So that's like super fabulous. So until next week, y'all, I will, I'm trying to get, and some of y'all suggested just, because some of y'all have asked about the Way Up High. I've never heard anything back from Etsy. I do not even understand that, how they can send people's money back, because they did. I had orders that they sent the money back, and how they can never answer. Never. All these weeks now, I have sent 3 emails with not a reply to any one of them. And not even an email that say, hey, you know, we're shutting your Etsy for whatever reason. The only people that got explanations said it was because they didn't think it could be shipped in time to be a Christmas gift. I don't know, it's a PDF. It didn't, I looked on my shipping things. I couldn't see anything that said why that would say that. And why would you think it's a Christmas gift anyway? I don't even understand. So I'm trying to get, some of y'all said just, what if we could just email you and then PayPal you? I don't have a PayPal thing set up, tied to my stuff. Whenever I buy anything, it goes, it has James's name on everything. And I would not want to tie that to that. Does that make any sense? Because if you got hacked or something, I don't even know how all that works. So I'll try to get that set up this week, because several of y'all have asked for this, and I had so much fun stitching him. And so I'll try to get him, I'm trying to get it worked out where he can do something. So, and I'm hoping this year that we can all get together and be together at some point and see each other at some of the stitch things. I've never been to a stitch convention. I would love to go to a stitch convention, super fun. But hopefully some of those things can happen this year, for heaven's sake. Now see, I'm telling y'all how my hair's crazy. This side wants to curl and flip, and this side just smashed flat, and I don't sleep on that. I sleep on my back. I don't even know what goes on with my hair, but whatever. I'm thinking about letting it grow out, so it's just sitting here doing its thing for a while, so we shall see. But I will see y'all next week. I seemed like there was something else I was going to tell y'all that I've been trying to sit here and remember, and I can't remember what it is. So it will come back to me the minute I shut this camera off. We all know the truth. So if I do something else, oh, giveaways. I need to do, I didn't say drawings. We're going to draw for this guy. I think that's what I said last week. I think. So I will go ahead and draw one from last week's video, and then we'll do one for this week's video. And so that will be the giveaway this week. I do have some things that I didn't, that's what else I want to say. The shipping and everything got so crazy at Christmas that I have some charts that some of y'all sent as shares, and I will get them gathered up and probably do some of them. I'll do some of them now, and then I'll do some of them when we do the Stitching with the Sisterlies and Teresa. We're going to do our thing in January, and I will save some of those for then too. So I'll get those done and get those gathered up, and we will start, now that the pressure is off of the shipping and posting and all that, I'll start getting some of those out. So some of y'all that have sent some shares, and I just decided it was so hard to get in the post office in December, to even get in the post office. And then things were, so backed up, and I thought, don't add to the problem. Don't be a part of the problem. I tried to be a part of the solution. Right. So we will do a Find Joy from last week, and we'll do a Find Joy for this week. So if you want to be considered for the drawing for this guy here, for the share of him, share of the pattern, just use the word joy this week too. So I forgot to do that. So I will tag the person from last week and get them to, because it'll be a PDF, so it'll just email out to you, because I have a couple printed. I guess if you don't like PDFs, just say, when I contact you, say, can you mail it to me, and that's fine. Or I can just shoot you the PDF through the email, through the ether. So y'all have a great week. Have a great weekend. I'm going to go get my shopping all in the cart to pick up today. And I'm going to take Micah's little counter cleaner to her and the girls' art supplies that I think CJ and Juanita gave them for Christmas. And we've told them not to open them because they go in their new craft room at the new house. Micah's setting their craft room up with her. And so that it's been killing them. They've been sitting up here with all these markers and things not opened up. So I'm going to get those over there today to them too. So y'all have a happy Friday and a happy weekend, and I'll see y'all next week. Enjoy your stitching.